Hi, I'm Greg Dell, joined today by attorney Alex Palamara. And today's disability benefit tip is to discuss Zurich long-term disability insurance denials and what your expectations should be if you've just received a denial letter or are concerned that you're going to be denied by Zurich. So Alex, when a claimant calls you, no matter where they live in the country, and they say, my benefits have been denied by Zurich, what is the most important thing that you're going to need to start working immediately towards a solution of getting their benefits reinstated?
First and foremost, I need to see a copy of the denial letter. I tell people, sometimes people are really gun-ho about filing an appeal, and I tell them to hold off, get me a copy of that denial letter, let me review it for you, and we can talk further whether I can assist you and help you file this appeal. Because the one thing you do not want to do is rush an appeal out. But first and foremost,
why wouldn't someone want to rush to get the appeal? And often, sometimes, whether it's Zurich or any disability company, they'll be like, look, I know it got denied, just go ahead and appeal and someone else will look at it. And they try to rush you, but why is that bad?
And it's sad when I hear that happening, and people tell me that all the time. The insurance company says, no, just put together an appeal. Go to our appellate department, it'll be fine. Hopefully you can reinstate your claim, which is kind of just crazy because you'd be asking the people that just denied your claim to take another look at it with the same information to now reapprove your claim, and it's not going to happen. If it happens maybe 1 out of 100 times, the odds are very low. Right. But if you get denied disability benefits, you need to figure out why they denied your claim, and this is going to be in the denial letter. You need to figure out why they denied your claim, what justification that they're hanging their hat on to deny their claim, and beyond that, you need to get a copy of actual reports that they're relying upon to deny your claim. So if they do deny your claim, you need a copy of the denial letter, you need to contact us. The first thing we're going to do, you might want to do it on your own, is get a copy of the claim file as well. Because a claim file, under the ERISA laws, the insurance company has to create this document, the entire administrative record, the claim file, and all of the medical records that you submitted, that your doctor submitted, all the medical records that the insurance company created, maybe they did an independent consultant's report or review, maybe they sent you to an independent medical examination, maybe they did surveillance. All that information has to be inside the claim file, so you have a chance to review all that and figure out where they're wrong, where their doctors are wrong. So if you're claiming that you're disabled and they're saying that you're not disabled, there has to be something wrong in those medical records that you have to poke holes in their theories, and that's what you do with the appeal. So you never really just randomly throw out your appeal because you're going to get nowhere. You're just going to get denied again. You're going to be able to file a lawsuit, but your lawsuit's probably going to be pretty weak. So the first thing you need to do is get us a copy of the denial letter, get a copy of that claim file, and we'll review it with a fine-tooth comb to figure out where they're wrong.
When you talk about this claim file, it sounds like in a way that's one of the possible advantages of having a group ERISA governed claim, because everything needs to be in that claim file that the insurance company relied upon or plans to use, meaning there can't be any surprises down the road. Well, I shouldn't say down the road, but everything's there, right? If it's not in that claim file, does that mean there's something else out there that they're going to try to rely on later?
If they are, they can't do it. If they rely upon something outside of the claim file at court, the judge should laugh them out of the court and say you can't utilize that review or whatever information you have. Let's just say you get denied, you have a final denial, and for some reason they kept on doing surveillance after the fact, and they have you doing jumping jacks outside. And they say, Judge, we have the surveillance of jumping jacks outside. The guy's doing push-ups and working out. Like, too bad, so sad. If it's not in the claim file, they can't use it.
And I know when someone contacts us with a Zurich long-term disability denial that right away you're going to dig into that denial letter, and through an initial free phone consultation, within a matter of 10 or 15 minutes, you're able to review that denial letter and let them know right away if you think it's a claim that you can assist them with. So we always encourage people to take us up on that opportunity, whether they hire us or not. We'll give them our initial feedback as to what we think their chances are of success. We'll discuss a preliminary plan of attack with them as to how we would go about it. And certainly if they want to do it on their own, they're able to, but if they'd like assistance, because if you get it wrong, like you said before, there's only one bite at the apple in the appeal. And while certainly we could help them later to pursue a lawsuit, but we're going to be married to that record, like you said, and with your example of the jumping jacks, same way if the claimant doesn't get all the information into the record, we can't bring in other information that we think would be valuable down the road.
It's important to remember that if they issue you a final denial, your claim file is closed and no more information on your side can be submitted as well. So your appeal is your last chance. It's a chance of getting back on claim, so you get benefits again, but it's also the last chance for you to make your potential lawsuit as strong as possible.
Well, thank you for this preliminary discussion and great tips for what to do if you've been denied by Zurich long-term disability benefits. Should you need us, we'll be here. We look forward to the opportunity to speak with you and provide you with a free initial consultation.